Hey everybody, happy Wednesday and welcome back to Diamondback Baseball. I've now returned from my vacation and we'll be able to provide videos on a consistent basis going forward. We're starting off by uploading this video on Wednesday the 23rd against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Arizona Diamondbacks will be taking the field in LA itself. And we'll see how the teams have been doing to start out the season. 8-7 for the World Series champion Diamondbacks, and 11-4. The Dodgers are in lead in the division. Joe Madden, the new manager, it's weird to say still, so used to Kirk Gibson. He's going to roll out this lineup. Not a great lineup. Will Myers is doing okay, and Goldschmidt's doing excellent. Rendon's having an okay year, but everyone else has kind of been bad through 15 games. I think 15 games is an accurate measure. That's at least 50 at-bats. For most of our starters, anyway. Clayton Kershaw, the best pitcher in baseball, is on the mound today. He is not the best pitcher in this game, though, because David Wright is the reigning MVP and Cy Young winner. But he is not giving up trouble yet, as that one is flied to right field to Puig. And we are going to see their lineup. Jock Peterson leading off in left, and David Freese hitting in the 2-hole. Matt Kemp in center. Addison Russell is really the only new addition that the team did not have before. As you saw, Hanley Ramirez did do well against us in the one World Series game. He had a home run, I believe. So I'm assuming it's just those two straight up for each other. Anyway, first batter of the game is Jock Peterson, and he had a field day today against our pitching, even though he's significantly worse against lefties. Next pitch is then going to be grounded right at Rendon. I thought it was going to initiate a double play, but it turned into just a line out. So there's a runner on first, 2 outs for Matt Kemp, and Jock Peterson is tagged out trying to steal. Will Myers is up, and he is going to strike out. Kershaw does that very effectively in real life, and he does it right there in this game. And then next batter is going to strike out Manny Machado. Strikeout on the high fastball, so he's got 2 strikeouts so far. It's an 0-0 count for Anthony Rendon, and Anthony Rendon is going to ground this one down the third base line. David Freese can't field it, stays fair, and we got Rendon, 1 out base runner for Jason Hayward. Jason Hayward is going to slap this one into center field. Rendon is going to stop and then try and go for third. If he hadn't stopped, weirdly, he probably would have made it, but he gets tagged out very closely right there. David Price, 1-2 count, is going to force a flyout. It looked like it was going to be a strikeout, but it ends up being a flyout instead. Hayward settles under it, so we get out of the inning. And then we're up at bat in the top of the third, I believe. And David Wright, I think that is going to walk. No, David Wright's not black. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is then. Anyway, then Miguel Montero is going to walk next. I believe that's Miguel Montero anyway. I lost track of the order now. I can't remember who's... I don't know. Anyway, this one's going to be flied to right field, deep out, and the runner at second is actually going to stay, as I don't know what the hell happened on that play. Anyway, Paul Goldschmidt is going to then strike out, even though he chuck swung. I didn't understand that call at all. But we waste base runners. 1-2 count. And I don't know what the hell Alex Guerrero was swinging at right there, but it comes up empty as there was nothing there to hit at all. And then we are at bat later on. Will Myers is going to fly this one deep to center field. It's actually not that deep, not even at the warning track. It takes a while to land, though. And the glove of Matt Kemp, the former star who struggled to perform at a high level in real life this year. He looked like he was doing okay in his first season. I checked a lot of the stats from last season in this franchise for some of these players. Anyway, we are going to give up a double here. Could have turned into a triple, but he decided to hold up at second. David Price has been pitching pretty decently up to that point, but it's a no-out double for Jock Peterson. And then he advances to third. No play on this. It's going to be a simple ground out. 0-1 count. Puig is up to bat, and Puig is going to get the job done. As this is a sac fly, and J.B. Shuck does not have the strongest arm in the world, so that's not going to be able to get Jock Peterson, who's also a very speedy runner himself. Anyway, Miguel Montero is up here in the bottom of the fourth now, and he is taking this one deep out to right field, and that's going to bounce out of the glove of Matt Kemp, and Miguel Montero is going for 3, and he's going to get in there without even having to slide. Throw goes home, but he was not going home. David Price here with an 0-1 count is going to bunt, and they're actually going to throw out Miguel Montero at home, which I didn't quite... I I don't know, the bunting in this game is odd compared to last year. I don't know why that happened, but anyway, Alex Guerrero striking out again. 2 strikeouts on the day. The only 2 strikeouts David Price has. JB Shuck. That's not JB Shuck. I don't know. Something's wrong with my preview screen right now. I can't see who that is, but that's a double. Could be a triple, but it's not. Well, I guess it is, actually. Didn't think he was going to go for 3 right there. So we have a runner on third with no outs in the inning, I believe. And this is going to start a good series of events right here. David Wright is going to be hit by the pitch. I didn't think he was hit by the pitch at first. Oh, that was Will Myers, excuse me. And then the next batter is also going to reach base. That's Manny Machado. So the bases are loaded for Jason Hayward, who's not that great against lefties, but... Oh, excuse me, Rendon was next. Rendon strikes out. Jason Hayward is not that good against lefties, but with a 2-0 count, he lines this one out to left center field. All the runners are advancing as we figure this is going to be the last out of the inning, but it's not. It's a grand slam off of Clayton Kershaw. Not a man known for giving up many runs in general, especially home runs with the bases loaded. It's going to be the end of his day. His game is going to end on a grand slam from Jason Hayward, who hasn't had the greatest season after being signed for $25 million per year, but we're hoping that he can provide great defensive production, good offensive production. He's hitting like 268. That's pretty decent, I think, anyway, for a player of his caliber, especially considering he's hitting about 259, 255 in his career. Average is pretty low. Former Ray J.P. Howell, adding on to the funny, making fun of the Rays in this series, is we pretty much either stolen a bunch of players from them or faced old players on their team. Alex Guerrero is going to make an error in the field. He's just not having a good day at all. Can't do anything at the plate, and then he's botching this. They're going to rule this an error. I don't know why. Well, if you watch this replay that I left in here, you can see his glove never makes contact with the ball. Never. His glove goes right over the ball. It never makes contact. I don't know why that's an error. They need to fix that. Then this is going to be a strikeout. Even though we have a runner on first, we're probably not going to make anything of it. With 2 outs, we got Goldschmidt, and he is going to just ground out. Guerrero doesn't botch that one. He would have really had to work to screw that one up. David Price, with a 1-0 count here, is going to give up a single down the third baseline, and I believe that's actually going to turn into a double because Machado can't tag him in time, and then with an 0-1 count, this is going to be hit. The runner will not advance, but we are going to get the out at first. That's also a good thing because now we have an out to work with. 0-0 count, and this is going to be lashed up the middle. Hayward, strong throw home, holds the runner at third. So now we have runners at first and second. Even though this ball's dropped at home plate, it doesn't matter because it was a slow base runner at first. I believe it's Agon. Yeah, it's Agon. So we have runners at first and second, setting up a potential double play. Next batter strikes out, and we are going to have 2 outs, 0-1 count, and that's going to be flied to right. So Will Myers will actually catch this one because I know he's been susceptible to fielding errors in this series. And then we're going to get another strikeout from David Price. And then we're going to walk the next batter, not intentionally, of course, but it happened anyway. 1-0 count, 2 outs, excuse me. And this is going to be softly hit to third base side, and the runner's going to be safe at first. I think it was a lack of effort by David Wright, personally, that led to that happening. So now we have runners at first and third, and we are going to have a fielding error by David Wright. The run is going to count as an earned run because the base runner was on there. But two bad defensive plays in a row by David Wright. Anyway, Addison Reed's on for the close. The save, excuse me. He just, I don't know what the hell kind of fielding that was. Addison Reed, who sucked in real life for the Diamondbacks, but he's doing well for us in this franchise. Going to try to induce a ground out, but that was the weakest throw of all time from Anthony Rendon. And then David Wright's going to make up for his mishaps in the field to that point. With runners on first and second, he's going to throw to second for the force. And that's going to wrap up this game. So, the Dbacks win the first gameplay episode of this season. Really only one great offensive play in the game, but it scores 4 runs for him. That's going to do it for me. Regular content should be returning. There's going to be an NHL video tomorrow, and Diamondbacks will be posted again Friday. So, thanks for watching. See ya.
before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, the D-backs offensively were led this afternoon by the man you see here, Jason Hayward. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 4-2. So long from Southern California.
Left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is David Price. His record is now 2-1. Credit the save to Addison Reed, his fifth. The loss goes to Clayton Kershaw. He falls to 2-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes 2, 3, and 4 is available at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Elysian Park Avenue.